God. Okay, but if you do it now, you don't have to do it later. No, I understand that. But the thing is, if I do it now, I have to do it now. Yes, but then you don't have to do it later. Yes, but if I do it later, I don't have to do it now. Are you going to do it later? No.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Every time my wife and I have sex, I take $1 and I put it in an envelope next to the bed. At the end of the year, I take that money and I get her a Christmas gift. So far this year, I've made enough to get her a McDonald's McChicken sandwich.
Got him! Got him!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca. A man sends his wife a spreadsheet of all of the times she denied him sex in 2 months. We're gonna get into it, but before we do, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let's jump into this madness. All right, guys, this post comes from the Coffee Pot Official. If you don't drink coffee, you need to start drinking the coffee now, okay? Subscribe to Shisha's channel, subscribe and follow the Coffee Pot Official. I will have all of those links down below, and drink the coffee, okay? It'll make you feel better, all right? Just do it. Just do it. Trust me. Trust me. So it says, man sends wife a spreadsheet of all the times she denied him sex. It's broken down by the date, sex, question mark, and the excuse. So let me just break this down really quickly. So this is within a 2-month period. His wife denied him a total of 25 times in 2 months. 25. She said yes a total of 3 times. 3 in 2 months. So I can 100% understand the frustration of this man to the point where he had to make a spreadsheet about it. I can understand, because if you're only getting sex 3 times in 2 months, you are very deprived. So let's go over the excuses that his wife gives him in 2 months. Okay, so it says, I'm watching the show, Friends rerun. So it wasn't even a new show. All right, I feel sweaty and gross. I need a shower. And in parentheses, it says, didn't shower until the next morning. That is disgusting, all right? Ladies, we all know what the nonverbal no is. All right, so we can imagine what that would look like. So on the 5th day, she finally said yes. She finally said it. She's like, yeah, all right, let's do it. And the next day, my man was like, let me try to get another one in. And she says, I'm still a bit tender from yesterday. My man probably laid it down so intensely because he's like, I don't know. I'm like a freaking person in the desert that can't get water. So he's like, let me get what I can get now. And let me just try. Let me just try to see if I can get it the next day. Clearly, she said no. So she really likes the nonverbal excuses. She really likes the I feel gross, I feel icky, I haven't showered yet excuse. She really likes those types of excuses. And then the next time it says, you're too drunk, I feel gross, I'm not feeling good, I ate too much, I'm sweaty and gross and I'm tired. Another nonverbal, I might be getting sick, I need a shower, I feel gross, I'm too tired, yada, yada, yada. You guys get the picture. My man only had sex 3 times in 2 months, to the point where he had to make this freaking spreadsheet. And I honestly don't think it's ridiculous. The only ridiculous part of this whole entire thing is the fact that she only gave him sex 3 times in 2 months. Wives, come here. Bring it in. Bring it in. If your husband wants sex, give him sex. Point blank, period. Okay? Do you want to know how many times I haven't felt good for sex? I haven't felt sexy for sex. I was cramping or I had a headache. Do you know how many times? Countless of times. Okay? Guess what? When my husband asked for sex, I still gave it to him. And guess what happened? Just guess. Take a wild guess. What happened? Not only did he feel good, not only did he sleep like a rock, but the cramps magically went away. The headache magically went away. All of my maladies that I was experiencing before having sex went away. I 100% believe that if you have sex when you are cramping, when you have headaches, when you have a backache, when you have shoulder pain, whatever pain you're experiencing, it goes away once you have sex. You don't feel it. You don't even think about it when you're having sex. And then after, you're like, oh, I guess I'm not cramping anymore. I guess I don't have a headache anymore. Why? Because oxytocin is released. The happy hormones are released into your body and you feel all of those endorphins. I don't have the scientific proof for it. I'm sure there's studies out there, but I have seen in my own relationship, in my own marriage, these maladies disappear as soon as I'm done having sex. I feel good. My husband feels good. I'm not stressed. He's not stressed. We all feel good. So these excuses have to go. They honestly have to go because clearly this man is starved for sex. He is starved for intimacy. The fact that he's asking every day or every other day just goes to show you that the man just wants a little bit of intimacy. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of intimacy to make your husband feel good. But these women, they're lazy. You get married and you think, oh, well, I got married, so I guess I don't have to try anymore. But back in the day, you were slopping it up left and right for any Joe Schmo that you would, go out with. But for your husband, who you said that you are in it for the long run, right? You are in it for forever because that's what marriage is about. You're with one person. You don't want to pleasure your husband. You don't want to engage in intimacy with your husband. You're having all of this sex before marriage, even with your husband. You guys were just like having it left and right on the couch, in the shower, and all of these different places. But as soon as you get married, as soon as this ring is on your finger, you're like a dead fish on a bed. Come on now. Like, let's keep it a buck here. It is honestly the least you can do to make your husband feel good. Like, men don't need a lot in marriage. Men don't need a lot of things to make them happy. But sex is one of those things that is a non-negotiable for men in marriage. Non-negotiable. Are we negotiating on the bills? Are we negotiating on the work? Are we negotiating on all these other things? Right? Because you want to negotiate with sex, but you expect your bills to be paid. You expect the house payment to be made. You expect the light bill to be paid. You expect all of these luxury items. You expect the car, the handbags, the Amazon purchases, the Target runs. But you won't give your husband sex. You won't give him head. You won't do any of these things. And I'm sorry that I'm being crass here, but it pisses me off more than anything because all men really just want is that little bit of intimacy, is that little bit of connection with their wife. He is attracted to you. The fact that he wants to have sex with you on a regular basis should make you feel good. Because if he wasn't asking for it, you would have a real problem because you would know that he's getting somewhere else. And at that point, he might be getting somewhere else. Why? Because you denied him sex 25 times in 2 months. Those odds are not good. If it's like 50-50, I can see, okay, that's not bad, right? That's I'll take that. This man can't even have sex with his wife that you said that you were going to be with him for the rest of his life. He has only you to stick it in, and you don't want to give it to him? And then women are surprised when their husband steps out of the marriage. Well, baby girl, 3 times in 2 months? This is a unique experience that we get to see into the world of a man that is deprived of sex, but men are keeping tabs in their head. You don't think that your husband is keeping tabs in his head? Oh, well, haven't had sex in 3 weeks. Haven't had sex in 2 months. Haven't had sex like in a year, and we are surprised? Like, you're surprised when he has a girlfriend on the side, when he's banging a secretary, when he's going on all of these work trips. Like, I don't have to worry about my husband. Let me keep it a stack. I don't have to worry about my husband. I don't. Why? Because I take care of his needs. I take care of his needs, and he doesn't have a lot of needs. And that's the thing that boggles my mind. Men don't need all of these things. Men don't need the house filled with all of these trinkets and Amazon purchases and the fancy cars. Like, a lot of men just do these things so that their wives will be happy, so that they can get a little bit of peace. Oh, if I get her that fancy car, maybe she'll just stop nagging me. Men don't need a lot, okay? But sex is one of those things men desperately need in marriage. And if wives, you don't start stepping up to the plate, guess what? Divorce? Stepping out in the marriage? Like, these are all things that could happen. I know I've been heated, but it's because honestly, like, that is the best marriage advice I've ever gotten. Have sex with your husband whenever he wants it. The only times where that's not relevant is when you just had a baby, or you're just giving birth, or, like you had a surgery or something like that. Those are like the exceptions to the rule. But men usually know that. Like, I can't have sex for 6 weeks after I have a baby. Men generally know that. But every other time, have sex with your husband whenever he wants it. That is my marriage advice for the day. If you guys liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I know I came in hot with this one. Let me know. I'm just so curious to see your guys' responses to this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.